Doing the best I can, man. Got cut off on my last video. I try to figure a way to piece this together. And what I'm trying to do is, now that I got the radiator fluid out of there, I went ahead and ran about a half a gallon of distilled water. Just ran it through there, both of those, you know, the reservoir and the radiator. They're clean and empty. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with distilled water. I always have an issue about burping the system. You know, I didn't study into deep detail on how to burp this particular system. I'm under the influence that they tend to burp themselves. You have to run it for a while with the cap off to be sure to get the air out of it, because that can cause an overheating problem. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this hose right here. Always pull these off, man. Why not? And get the water in there first, because that lowers down below the radiator, and that's not gonna fill up with water. So I need to pull the water in there first. Probably gonna pull this off and some fluid's gonna come out. I'll just tilt it down, man, let it run down into the pan, right all over the motor and radiator, whatever. All this stuff is in the way. And man, I hope my recorder works right. This is a homemade video for those that would do it themselves. So I got 3 jugs of fresh distilled water. Start right here. My first aim is to fill that hose right there up. I'll put the hose on, fill the radiator up, and then the reservoir. Don't forget to close the drain cock before you fill that hose up. It's gonna run right out. Anyway, I ran about a half a gallon through the motor. Got the rest of that blue out of there. Put the cap back on. I mean, not the cap, but you know, put the hose back. 1 bottle down. 2 more to go. I don't think it'll take but 2 of them, possibly 3. Fill the radiator on up. Be sure and connect the reservoir back. Be sure and fill the radiator up and the reservoir. Probably got to start it and let it run. It says about 10 minutes past normal temperature with heater on. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Probably gonna drive it all day with distilled water, because we got some things we got to do today. I've been wanting to get this started here, but you can't really drive it, man. It's got to run. Make sure we get this air out of it. Turn the heat on max. Feel like it's overflowing a little bit at the moment. That's good. Get all that excess out of there and make sure we get that air out of there. I put a lot of water in the reservoir too. Distilled water, that is. Don't use no tap water, man. You'll be replacing your cooling system pretty soon, I suppose, especially with Arizona tap water. Just let it idle for a little while, man. Make sure I get that water at a good level. Whatever needs to boil out, boil out.